Marsman did $100 million in 18 months, and they did it with just one product. Just one product. Just one product. No bundles, no flavors, nothing else to buy. So how do you do $100 million on a single SKU? More importantly, why is their Trustpilot rating sitting at a terrible 3.7? And why they have never launched a second product? We scored their subscription program and they got 62 out of 100. That is an average score. So how does an average program do 100 million in revenue? Also raised 27.5 million from investors. They must be doing something right. 41.5 of those points come from subscription growth dimensions. Only 21.5 came from subscription retention dimension. Three things stood out in their audit. First, offer is genuinely excellent. You get 50% for life, so a $118 product costs you just $59. They also had around $70 of free products in your first order, including an app trial. This is one of the tightest offer stacks I have scored. Second, all of their $70 gift land on order one, and then nothing ever lands again. There is no reward system, no milestone. So once you have bought, nothing gives you a reason to stay. Third, they will tell you exactly what happens on day 7, day 30, day 90. The science, the expectation settings are strong. What they don't tell you is when your card gets charged and people are being billed after they cancel. Hi, I am Rahi, and I help subscription brand grow their lifetime value. I have worked with more than 80 subscription brands and audited hundreds of programs. We audit brands on our proprietary Subscription LTV Scorecard. We score 8 dimensions: structure and frequency, offer engineering, promotion, messaging, onboarding, cancellations, flexibility, and loyalty. That covers everything from product page to cancel flow. Let's audit a $100 million brand and see what you should steal and what you can do differently from them. So what's Marsman? Marsman is a natural testosterone supplement, and they have just started in 2024. They are the new wave of D2C brands, which scale super fast like IM8. Now they have served close to 400,000 customers, and they have just recently raised funding. StayAI is their subscription program. They are on Shopify, Klaviyo, Gorgias. Our first dimension is subscription structure and frequency. What we look at is how the subscription is structured. First is the frequency options. Surprisingly, they don't have frequency options on their website. There is only 30-day frequency. During research, we were able to find one product which was 90-day supply, which is an upgrade. The price is really cool for 82 if you can get an upgrade. I was able to add this to cart. I'm not sure where they are using, but ideally this should be on the page. There should be 2 options minimum. Everywhere they are saying day 90. Within 90 days they should see results. They have a guarantee around 90 days. So the whole messaging is around 90 and you are not giving 90 day supply upfront. That's a lost opportunity. This is odd that you talk about 90 days, but you are giving only supply for 30 days, keeping a monthly subscription. Maybe this is a part of a post-purchase. They get you on 30 day and then they upsell this 90 day sequence. That's the one logic. But then also 90 day can be done on the first order itself. Second is default matches the consumption. This is also a little bit odd because they are asking to take 5 tablets a day. It's a handful of tablets. They are giving like 150 capsules and you have to take 5 per day in the morning. The explanation, frequency rationale is explained like 5 capsules. So they have mentioned it nicely, and consumption in window is also nicely met, like 30-day supply and 30-day frequency of billing. Basically when you click on 90-day supply, so it should move to 90-day subscription cycle. And if you click on 30-day supply, it should move to 30-day. Structure wise, it's fine. Only grievance was that 90-day cadence should be there because their whole messaging is around 90 days. Second metric which we look at is offer engineering. So how the subscription offer is structured. So first is one time versus this. So their gap is really strong. They are giving like 118 plus shipping also. You have to pay for shipping. So if you go for one time, you have to pay $125. If you go for subscription, you only have to pay $60. So it's a big, more than 50% discount they are giving. Offer wise, the gap is clear. Add-on bundles, they are not giving and there is no volume, but they have freebies. So this is a disadvantage for single SKU. But there can be different variation, maybe Marsman Plus or Testosterone Support Plus. Supplements brand like AG1 just rolled out a new plus sequence which has Retain also. The first order incentives are really cool. They are giving out these many incentives. Interesting part was not just the product, the free product, but they are also giving the ebook, the app. And this was a little bit shady because the Apple Watch contest, this is more clickbaity approach, but they are giving a chance to win Apple Watch. So they are giving like around $7 of stuff. The rate is little bit inconsistent across. In US Amazon, the price was around like $80 because they are testing out different pricing models. These are all growth pains. Overall, offer is really cool. The discount, the freebies, the structure. Our recommendation is to give something to grow into, and pricing should be consistent. Next is subscription promotion. So subscription promotion is how you are promoting the subscription, which includes subscription pre-selected. One time was de-emphasized. It's tough to find. Subscription page, they have one page which is a subscription policy, but which is like not a good page because there is nothing else apart from cancellation policy. Now for the Claude and AI agents, there should be a subscription page which lists all the FAQs. If they have like multiple SKUs, then you can have add to cart from subscription page itself. PDP is all good and promoted homepage everywhere. Our recommendation is just subscription explainer page because they are upfront selling a subscription, so there should be explanation that what's the frequency and what's the FAQ. And next is subscription messaging. What kind of messaging we have given around subscription? So answer why they subscribe. So this is done very nicely. Why you need subscription? So this is rare. I have not seen many brands do this. Do I have to sign up for subscription? Sometimes brand offers subscription, but they don't explain why you need subscription. Over here, they have nicely mentioned that you need subscription for this. In the terms of landing page copy, social proof is there, but apart from social proof, they have given the ingredients also. But this is the important part in the terms of setting the expectation, which is they have given it 2-3 times. And I think for this kind of a brand like Testron, it's very tough for everyone to see because it's not visible. These are all mood related or subtle feeling related benefits. So for that to justify, tell upfront that it will take 90 days and you need this, and how you will see very few brands do this, what to expect. A long-term commitment is mentioned. They have given 90-day minimum, but not more than 90 days. What they are saying is within 90 days, you will get to there. And now there is no like a long-term. In the social proof, it was mostly within a week, I see this kind of results, or within 2 weeks, I saw this kind of results. So we want long-term messaging. I've been using this for years and all those things, but it's a new brand. So maybe that's the case, but still long-term commitment that you need to take it for long. And daily cost framing was nicely done. So subscription messaging around why you need subscription, what's the benefits you will see, what's the timeline of benefits, what does it cost to take subscription. Their messaging seems to be on point. We also had a look at their emails. Their overall marketing messaging is more pain-based, so which I really like then because these are pre-purchase emails, so mostly around the pain point, and then they pitch the welcome kit and with the benefits. So that's their whole play, and there are some comparisons, some reviews, but mostly it's a pain-based heavy messaging, which is a good, especially for conversion, that why you need this Testron supplement. Our recommendation is just focus on the long term because some of the messaging is short-term based. Second, testimonials were a little bit on the lower side. They are leading with the science, which is also good. And timeline, it's really good. Now coming to subscription onboarding. In subscription onboarding, we look at what happens once someone subscribes. It's the initial 30 days or 90 days. We don't have that much visibility, but given their email marketing, the welcome sequence will be there. Next is the expectation. So they are setting the expectation because they are setting the expectation on the pre-purchase. So in the post, definitely the expectation will be there. How to use, they have mentioned 5 capsules in morning. Pre-purchase reminder. Now that's the only point where the things start to become not on point for the brand, which is mostly the customer complaint. So mainly their upcoming subscription, their cancellation, their flexibility, those things are really not on point. And that's the issue we saw regularly in the rating. Some are related to products, but most of the issues are related to the order. My order has been charged after cancellation, or I'm not able to pause. I didn't know it was subscription. I only took one time. There is some communication gap, but also the customer support, the refund, the process, the communication, that's also being slow. So there are many issues where it could have been resolved after a customer support email or a prompt reply. If someone is ordering from Amazon, there is always a price gap. That also creates a bad experience for the customer, and that end up in a review. And these problems are not big problems. These could have been solved. They are pitching 30 days. So that means they are confident that people will renew But still, if there are upcoming emails or they have an issue with subscription, that's a red sign. If you want to hit a run kind of a brand, so you bundle it up for 90 days upfront, and then even if someone doesn't renew, you're not that much worried. But in their case, they are sticking to 30 days, which is a very bold move. But then if you have these kind of issues, the negative reviews will start to slow down their conversion rate. Our recommendation is always there should be a upcoming order email, reminder emails, and use it for upsell, use it for value realization, use it for showing the milestone, the benefits they have seen. They can always mention that after 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you should be seeing this kind of results. So those kind of timeline messaging can be managed for the whole 90 days of onboarding. Next is the cancellation dunning. Dunning is taken care of because they have 6 payment gateways and they are on StayAI also does a lot of AI related dunning. They hit accounts at different times. But I think the main issue is around how to cancel, what the cancellation policy. They have mentioned the cancellation policy on the subscription page, but why you need to drop an email? The self-serving portal will be there, the email is there, but why those reviews are coming in, and those are coming very frequently. Maybe the scale issue is there. The subscription is the main thing. The refund is not there or they are billed unnecessarily. And these are all operational issues. Considering the scale of the brand and the speed and the funding, I was not expecting this kind of reviews. I think some part of it is aggressively pushing the subscription, but a second part is the refund, the cancellations. Our recommendation is there should be a better synchronization. Second, the one-click cancellation they are mentioning, but I don't know why it's not happening. And frequency switch was also important because in the reviews, we didn't saw much of the frequency change. One is the limitation of the SKUs, but also if I want to pause, there was issue with the pause as well. Next is flexibility. So flexibility talks about the swap, pause, schedule, reschedule. Over here also, there were many issues regarding, I dropped the email also, I tried the portal. Either the portal is not working or customers are not getting through, or maybe a channel is broken, like the Amazon customers are not going through. If you want to pause, skip, those options should be visible. Even for the portal, what we recommend is recording some videos so customer knows what to click, where to go. Last is T. So what we want in this is what's there for loyal customer, but mostly the rewards, milestone, punch cards, anything which you are doing. So it doesn't necessarily needs to be have the loyalty points, whatever works for your brand. But idea is that it should have something for loyal customers. Over here, the milestone was not visible to what I will get. There is a hidden gift on third subscription, third renewal or fourth renewal, or there is a free gift on 6th renewal. Nothing like that was mentioned on the product page. Gifts were mentioned on the first purchase, but the timeline is not there. So there's nothing on second or third order. Even reviews also didn't mention anything around unexpected results, because the best thing also is that they have app and there was a contest. Idea is that you want to use them for loyal customers. First focus on 90 days, and once we have 90 days, then the customer will stick if the supplement is working. Again, this doesn't need to be loyalty points. It doesn't need to be gift. It can be anything. Even a 10% discount can be there. It can be a punch card, it can be a free subscription of app. So at least if someone is taking for 6 months or 12 months, so what's the loyal customer journey looks like. And now many brands are showcasing that journey upfront, because that becomes a big selling point, that not only you get a welcome gift, we have something good for you if you stick around as well. I think over here, we want something on second and third because those are more susceptible to cancellation. And then reward value, they are already doing $70. So they know that game, but that's not translated into subscription. Reward should also be visible in the portal. That's our full scorecard. Most of the points are there from subscription growth, and whatever they are losing from subscription retention. The patterns kept recurring across their subscription program. First, everything is engineered toward order one. $70 in gift, 50% for life, free shipping. All this fires before the first renewal. This is a team of conversion rate and paid marketing experts, and it shows, and it stops there. Second, one SKU is the ceiling. There's nothing to bundle, nothing to swap, nothing to add. So 4 checkpoints score 0 for the same reason. They need a second product to same audience to hit another 100 million. And it doesn't need to be something different. It can be an extension of testosterone, because if they have a bodybuilding or gym going audience, something premium like a plus version of this product can also work. Third, everything after first purchase looks broken. Cancellation are not happening. People are being charged after they cancel, or the reminders are not going out before the card is hit. That's really a technical and operation failure rather than strategic, and that means it's just fixable. They just raised 27.5 million in March, so none of this is a money problem. $100 million in 18 months proves the product works, the funnel works, and they know how to drive demands. But they built that machine for order 1. Churn from order 2 onwards would be brutal. Want your program scored in the same way? The link in the description. It's free and it's the same 48 checkpoints. And you get the ranked list what to fix first. Subscribe. The next teardown is coming soon. Thank you.